busting. Many brothers I be sparking and rusting, man, like inside the dark, call me Bill Snatcher. Just a brother for the rapture. I hang live, holding on strong, hard to capture. Extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifesting. The God's work like appliances, dealing in my sacred life.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys a major video. Stop everything you're doing right now. Make sure you share this video because we need to nip this in the bud right away. So, and just to be clear, please do not attack the person that put out these fake spoilers. Please do not do that. That is not what our community over here is a representation of. I have no problem with people doing stuff to hype up the community. I have no problem with speculation stuff. God knows I talk about speculation, so much so to the point where I have to make a separate playlist called Naruto Explains Theories so people can know which theories are mine and differentiate between those and the ones that I just talk about because people say, hey, I got this theory, what do you think? And then I weigh in and I give my thoughts on how it could happen narratively and if I think it would be a good idea. So I just want to say right now, please do not attack this person. Last time I talked about some spoilers that I got blown up with a few months ago that ended up being fake. Some of you guys sent me screenshots where you were attacking the person that did the last set of fake spoilers, and that's not what our community is about. So please be respectful. Do not attack the person that did this. However, I am going to talk about these fake spoilers. There are fake spoilers that are going around and people start blowing me up, showing me all these manga panels that came from the quote-unquote Boruto manga leaks, and you got the V-Jump stamp on the bottom, and oh my god, this is 100% official. Yeah, gonna say that right now. It's absolutely fake. I'm gonna repeat this again. It's absolutely fake. If you're seeing these images of these two OTSUTSUKI that have come out of the actual pattern symbols that you saw in that dimension when Sasuke went to the Ten Tails and he was looking at all those hologram images of the OTSUTSUKI, and we had those two OTSUTSUKI who their symbols were completely destroyed. Well, according to this actual quote-unquote spoiler, we have the two OTSUTSUKI. One of them has a Byakugan and the other one has a double JOUGAN. And so everybody got completely excited, and right away it did not pass my bullshit test. And the reason why I didn't pass my bullshit test is, yes, the chapter does come out on the 18th this month opposed to on the 20th. So we are getting it early, which means that by default we are going to get spoilers early. However, it is, as of recording, it is August 12th. And the reason why that's huge is you're in a situation where the freaking manuscript for the actual manga hasn't actually gone out for printing yet. The manga has not actually been pressed up for V-Jump magazine. So there is no way a mangaka like Ikimoto, somebody who, like I've covered in the past on numerous occasions, it takes him almost the entire month to get the panels done for the actual manga. And yes, like I've said before, he has a small staff. Not as big as a weekly manga, but he has a small staff. It takes him most of the month to get everything done. You expect me to believe that Ikimoto has full ass inking done, backgrounds done, and it's already been sent and pressed up for the magazine on the 12th. There's no way in hell that happens. And I'm gonna give you a really good way to actually kind of judge that. So Toyotaro, the artist who draws the Dragon Ball Super manga, just posted the sketches for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. You have some of the backgrounds and you see some of the expressions, but essentially everything has not actually been inked in at this point, let alone having the hair completely inked in and everything. The outlines weren't even inked. For a weekly mangaka with the full staff, you're talking about everything from the sketching and the rough draft and the actual inking taking place over the course of 4 days. Boruto's manga is 44 pages, 43 if you take away the cover page, which roughly translates into being 2 to 2.5 manga chapters in a weekly format, depending on how many pages the actual mangaka for the weekly manga tends to do. I know a lot of the times with Masashi Kishimoto, when you take away the actual cover and some of the promotional stuff, the chapters were more so in that 18 page range, which is typically what I use when I refer to Boruto, since Boruto is a continuation of Naruto. You're basically saying that Ikimoto and the small staff that he has was able to do the inking for 2.5 weekly chapters this far in advance. That does not happen like that. Now, there's other things that you actually have to look at right here. So the other thing on it too is the fact that when you look at the actual text that was put on there, they're mixing Japanese and Chinese lettering in the actual quote unquote spoiler images. That's another sign that it is fake. But the number one takeaway that you have to have on this is the fact that these images have the V-Jump magazine logo on the bottom like it's already been pressed and printed up, when by this point in the actual process it hasn't even gotten to that point yet. Now, I'm just gonna say this right now, there's nothing wrong with being excited and talking about speculation and etc. God knows I do it over here on this channel. You guys send me theories that you want me to talk about how it could actually happen, what my thoughts on it are. I let you know how likely I think it is for something like that to happen. If I think it's a good idea, that's part of the fun in covering a series that is ongoing. It's just talking about the various possibilities. That's part of the actual fun of letting your imagination run wild. So there's nothing wrong with that. Now, it does kind of get into a little bit of a gray area on my end, because I have a bunch of dumbasses that will look at the title and look at the thumbnail and not watch any of the fucking video and say, you said Sasuke was gonna use the Reaper Death Seal. I can't believe you would say something like that. And it's just like, you stupid piece of shit. If you would actually take the time to actually watch at least the first minute of the fucking video, you would know that I'm saying like, yo, this is how it could happen, but I don't think this is something likely to happen. But that's a whole nother thing for another day. I don't want this to turn into a rant or anything like that, but I think I do a pretty good job of letting you know on the front end of like, yo, these are actual spoilers, or these are speculations that are based off of stuff that take place in the manga, i.e. a fan theory, or I make it very clear like, yo, this is a video essay, this is my thoughts on how I think this might unfold, and I'll put in the proper playlist. Like tomorrow, you guys will be getting a very in-depth video essay when it comes to my thoughts on a fan theory in regards to some of the stuff that is taking place in the actual manga right now, what the actual manga could actually be building towards, how it actually fits into the story narratively, and how the foreshadowing has already been kind of implemented into the actual franchise between the manga and the anime. Is something that I think we have enough information now to actually have that conversation. I don't want to give away my full stance on that actual topic, but I am saying you guys are in for one hell of a treat tomorrow. I'm not hyping this video up for no reason. I'm very proud of it. The editor absolutely crushed this video. I am super proud of the prose, which for those of you guys who don't know what prose is, basically the written script that I did. I'm super proud of that actual script. There are a few issues with it, but for the most part, I think it's solid enough to actually hold up. And I think the editor did a very good job of just bringing that video to life. You guys will be getting that tomorrow, so make sure you turn on notifications. Again, no cap, but I'm super proud of that actual topic right there. But when I have actual spoilers, you have a specific thumbnail style that I come out with that has spoiler in the background. And every time I do spoiler videos, or every time I do the videos that are completely spoiler news, I put in the news playlist, and I make sure to cite my source up front, and I make sure to put the source on the screen. So I say that to say, if there was actual spoilers, I would cover it. I know I'm not your go-to, or at least I don't think I'm your go-to for Boruto news. I know it's hard for a lot of people because I cover so many discussions on speculation and everything that you don't know when it's going to say spoiler, and I could probably word the titles a little bit better to where you're like, oh, okay, this is spoilers, but I do put in the actual spoilers when I talk about it, major spoilers, and I put in the description. So I mean, that's something I'll play around with. But just know, if you see somebody saying that it's confirmed that in the next chapter something's going to happen, and they're doing this shit the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th of the month. That's bullshit because the chapter's still being drawn. It hadn't even actually gone to inking. And I just want to close out by saying this. Please, under no circumstances, please do not go attack the person that leaked this out. I cannot stress that enough. That is not what our community is about. I know that you got other people who will sick their community on different people and etc. I've always thought that shit was corny, and I'm hoping if you rock with me like a lot of you guys say you do, that you don't do that. Just spread it out. Say, hey, those images, they're fake. Don't fall for it. Spoilers do not come out this early. Share this video with somebody, but do not go attacking people. That's the one thing I totally hope that you take away from this. My plea to not attack anybody that is sharing those images. A lot of times it's willful ignorance. People don't know. They see it. It looks official. And if you don't know any better, you'll think that it's something that is 100% legit. For all we know, the person that put this out could have actually done so as a joke, but you have a lot of people who are taking these images and it's spreading like wildfire. You have people saying that, oh, this is absolutely confirmed, this is 100% true. Please do not fall for that. However, with that being said though, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you fell for this. If you did, what was it about these images that made you think that it was correct? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.